In 1972, The Godfather changed cinema forever. It wasn't just a film, it was a revolution. A story of power, loyalty, betrayal, and family, brought to life by some of the greatest actors of all time. More than 5 decades have passed since its release, and today, we revisit the legendary cast that shaped this masterpiece. Some of them became icons. Some disappeared from Hollywood. And some, sadly, are no longer with us. This is the Godfather cast, then and now. A tribute to their lives, their careers, and the legacy they left behind. Marlon Brando, Vito Corleone. Marlon Brando was already a legend long before The Godfather. Known for films like A Streetcar Named Desire and On the Waterfront, he reshaped acting through method, style, and emotional depth. When Brando stepped into the role of Don Vito Corleone, he didn't just play a character. He created a cinematic archetype. The raspy voice, the slow movements, the quiet authority, all of it became iconic. Even today, more than 50 years later, his portrayal remains one of the greatest performances in film history. After The Godfather, Brando continued acting, delivering memorable roles in Last Tango in Paris, Apocalypse Now, and later The Score. However, he grew increasingly private, preferring solitude over the spotlight. Brando passed away in 2004 at the age of 80, leaving behind a legacy few actors will ever reach. His influence can be felt in every corner of Hollywood and in every gangster film that followed. He wasn't just the Godfather in the movie. For many, he was the Godfather of modern acting. Al Pacino, Michael Corleone. Al Pacino's transformation from a quiet, reluctant son into a cold and calculating mafia boss remains one of the greatest character arcs ever put on screen. When he was cast as Michael Corleone, Pacino was relatively unknown. Many in Hollywood doubted the choice, but Francis Ford Coppola saw something others didn't. And he was right. Pacino's performance evolved from soft-spoken innocence to chilling determination, redefining what it meant to portray internal conflict. His eyes alone told the entire story, the gradual loss of humanity and the rise of a ruthless leader. After The Godfather, Pacino built one of the strongest careers in film history. Scarface, Serpico, Heat, Scent of a Woman, and countless others. Today, Al Pacino is still alive, still active, and still considered one of the greatest actors of all time. His work continues to inspire generations, proving that Michael Corleone wasn't just a role, it was destiny. James Caan, Sonny Corleone. James Caan brought explosive energy to the role of Sonny Corleone, the hot-headed eldest son of the Corleone family. His passion, his temper, and his boldness made Sonny unforgettable. Caan's performance felt raw and real. Behind the intensity was a depth that made audiences genuinely care for him. Even though Sonny's time in the film was tragically brief, his death scene became one of the most shocking and emotional moments in movie history. After The Godfather, Caan went on to star in films like Misery, Thief, Elf, and many more. He became known for his strong screen presence and sense of humor behind the scenes. James Caan passed away in 2022 at the age of 82. His career spanned 6 decades, and his portrayal of Sonny Corleone remains one of his most iconic roles. He left Hollywood with a legacy of strength, charisma, and unforgettable performances. Robert Duvall, Tom Hagen. Robert Duvall plays Tom Hagen, the Corleone family's loyal legal advisor, one of the most beloved characters for his calm and intelligent demeanor. Before The Godfather, Duvall had already been noticed in To Kill a Mockingbird, but it was the role of Tom Hagen that catapulted him into the ranks of Hollywood's great actors. After the success of the film, Duvall continued to participate in The Godfather Part 2, and then appeared in many classics such as Apocalypse Now, The Great Santini, Tender Mercies, a role that helped him win an Oscar for Best Actor. Throughout his career, he has been praised for his natural acting style, emotional depth, and ability to transform diversely in each role. Present, Robert Duvall is still alive. Born in 1931, despite his old age, he still occasionally participates in small film projects. He is honored as one of the living legends of American cinema. His then and now often shows the transformation from a sharp young actor to a calm, respectable acting master. Diane Keaton, Kay Adams. Diane Keaton plays Kay Adams, Michael Corleone's lover and eventual wife. Kay represents a normal, innocent world in contrast to the brutal mafia world that Michael gradually sinks into. Kay's psychological transformation throughout the 3 films has become a major milestone in Diane Keaton's career. After The Godfather, Keaton became one of Hollywood's most famous stars, especially prominent in Woody Allen films such as Annie Hall, a role that helped her win an Oscar for Best Actress. Sadly, she passed away on October 11, 2025, leaving behind an immortal cinematic legacy. Diane Keaton's journey then and now shows her transformation from a young star to a legend that will live forever in the hearts of her fans. Talia Shire, Connie Corleone. Talia Shire plays Connie Corleone, the younger sister of Michael and Sonny. Connie goes through many traumatic events in the film, from an abusive marriage to a series of family losses. This role helped Talia Shire affirm her acting talent, before she went on to become globally famous as Adrian in the Rocky series. Present, Talia Shire is still alive and occasionally appears in independent projects. She is also a member of the famous Coppola family, being the aunt of Nicolas Cage and Sofia Coppola. Her then and now shows her long journey from a young actress in an artistic family to a woman with a strong place in cinema history. John Cazale, Fredo Corleone. John Cazale played Fredo Corleone, the frail and tragic son of the Corleone family. Although he only appeared in 5 films before his death, all 5 were nominated for the Oscar for Best Picture, something no one else could do. Cazale's performance was considered subtle, full of depth and emotion, especially in The Godfather Part 2 with the legendary line, "I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over." John Cazale passed away in 1978 at the age of 42 from lung cancer. Despite his short career, he is considered one of the most talented actors to have ever appeared in the history of cinema. His film Then and Now is a tribute to a genius who died too soon. Richard S. Castellano, Clemenza. Richard Castellano plays Peter Clemenza, one of the Corleone family's most trusted capo regimes. Clemenza is responsible for many iconic moments, including the famous line, "Leave the gun, take the cannoli." Castellano was a familiar stage and television actor, acclaimed for his charming, natural, and characterful acting. He died in 1988 at the age of 55. Although he left The Godfather trilogy after the first, his portrayal of Clemenza remains one of the most beloved supporting characters. His then and now portrayal is always nostalgic. B. Vigida, Sal Tessio. Abe Vigida plays Salvatore Tessio, the Corleone family's senior capo regime. Tessio was known for his loyalty, until he betrayed Michael at the end of the film. Vigida had a long career in television and theater, most notably in the sitcom Barney Miller. Abe Vigida passed away in 2016 at the age of 94. He is often remembered for his stern face but unique comedic ability. Then and now often shows the slow transition of an aging actor with grace. Sterling Hayden, Captain McCluskey. Sterling Hayden plays Sheriff McCluskey, the corrupt man who helped push Michael down the path of violence. Hayden was a famous actor in the 1950s and 1960s, appearing in many noir and adventure films. He was also known for his turbulent life, including being embroiled in investigations during the Red Wave period and battling the Hollywood industry. He died in 1986 at the age of 70. His then and now films often emphasize his transformation from worldly star to cinematic veteran. Al Lettieri, Virgil Sollozzo. Al Lettieri plays Sollozzo, a scheming drug dealer who causes a war between mafia families. Lettieri often played villains in American films in the 70s, thanks to his sharp face and dangerous demeanor. He died in 1975 at the age of 47. Despite his short career, Lettieri left a lasting impression with his gritty villain roles. His then and now is less graphic, but still packs a powerful emotional punch thanks to the intensity of Sollozzo. Johnny Russo, Carlo Rizzi. Johnny Russo plays Carlo Rizzi, Connie's husband and the perpetrator of the Corleone family tragedy. Outside of acting, Russo has had a storied life, including showbiz connections and underworld rumors. After The Godfather, he appeared in several films and also worked as a singer and businessman. Present, Johnny Russo is still alive and sometimes appears on talk shows to tell behind-the-scenes stories. His then and now often surprises people because his face has changed a lot over time. Morgana King, Mama Corleone. Morgana King plays Carmela Corleone, the the gentle mother and moral backbone of the family. In addition to acting, Morgana King was a famous jazz singer with a unique, deep voice. She was more revered in the music community than most, with a career that spanned decades. Morgana King passed away in 2018 at the age of 87. Her then and now often shows her going from a beautiful young artist in the 50s and 60s to a veteran jazz singer with a classy demeanor. For more than 50 years, The Godfather has remained untouched, a giant that towers over the history of cinema. And as time moves forward, the cast who gave life to this world of loyalty, family, honor, and betrayal continues to live in our memories, whether they are still with us today or have left us forever. Each actor, from the legendary greats to the quiet supporting players, contributed a piece of their soul to create a universe that feels more real than fiction. Their performances didn't just entertain us, they changed filmmaking forever. As we look back at their journey, from who they were in 1972 to who they became in the decades that followed, we're reminded that cinema is more than frames on a screen. It is history, it is legacy, it is immortality. Thank you for joining us in this journey through time, honoring the men and women who built one of the greatest films ever made. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the cast of The Godfather, don't forget to like this video. It helps more people find it. Subscribe to our channel for more then and now journeys into Hollywood's most iconic stories, legendary actors, and timeless films. Tell us in the comments, which actor's transformation surprised you the most? And which film should we explore next?